Subscribe to Filmy Mirchi for all What Women Want episodes and click the bell icon to receive all updates.
फीमेल बॉस गुस्सा करे तो what a bee. मेल बॉस गुस्सा करे तो ही इज अथॉरिटेटिव. ये डीप सीडेड पेट्रियार्की ही तो है. Your wife cannot be either your trophy or your पैरों की खूबसूरत जूती. बंदी खुल के बात करे, सेक्सुअली लिबरेटेड हो तो लूज, न बात करे तो प्रूड. बंदा कुछ भी करे तो हीरो एंड स्टॉक भी करे तो अरे ही इज इन लव. नो, इट डज नॉट वर्क दैट वे हनी.
Filmy Mirchi presents Dabur Amla What Women Want. Snack partner Mr. Makhana.
Hey, I'm Kareena Kapoor and this is Dabur Amla What Women Want. आज हम बात करेंगे about how patriarchy affects women. And who better to talk about this than my veere Swara Bhaskar, who is here to share her Dabur Amla story of strength with us. Please welcome the very talented and super versatile Swara Bhaskar. Hello and welcome on my show.
Esteemed Kareena ji,
आप वीरे की लुक में आई हैं.
you know, Sakshi Soni.
Of course, absolutely. So happy to have you and to be
Listen,
chatting.
how cool this show is.
I know, and I think you're actually the perfect guest to be on What Women Want. Who better than Swara ji to tell us exactly her opinion?
My experience of Veere tells me never to believe you.
Please.
Because oftentimes this is a setup for a very ganda chop which comes my
No,
way.
it's going to be बहुत ही अच्छा अभी controversial सा chat होने वाला है अभी. So Swara, Bollywood, people want you to stay away from your favorite word, feminism. You've been extremely vocal and very, very vociferous, about your opinion. So how difficult is it to be an opinionated woman in today's times?
I think actually today, I think it's the easiest today.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that largely speaking, everyone, I think that having an opinion is considered to be a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a sign of strength कि आज की strong nari and आज की शक्तिशाली महिला, that kind of thing. And I think that popular culture में भी generally speaking काफी acceptability है कि आपको क्या लगता है, आप सच बता रहे हो.
Yeah.
It's seen as a good thing.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I'm sure you know this better than me, that how the perception of a celebrity has changed. I think like maybe earlier,
Yeah,
stars
now
had to be aloof.
Yeah.
And had to be like protected, but now
A lot
if
more
a star
open.
is sharing, then it's seen as a good thing. Like
Yeah.
they're so down to earth, they're so like us. It's considered a good thing.
But you think it's easy in today's time to have an opinion and be that kind
it's
of woman?
easy, but then also of course, if you have an opinion जो थोड़ा हटके है, for example,
जैसे आप ट्विटर पे इतनी
I think मुझे अपना ट्विटर अकाउंट डिलीट करना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, but why? We want you to have that. We want to hear Swara ji.
Yeah, so then you have to be prepared for जो
Yeah.
थोड़ी सी गालियाँ वालियाँ पड़ती हैं वो सब भी.
Absolutely.
Because having an opinion means that people will feel कि अच्छा ठीक है अब तुम ये बोल रहे हो अब we'll question you on it, defend करो अपने
Yeah.
आप को, that kind of thing.
I think patriarchy is very deep rooted.
Absolutely.
So how can we fix this?
कोई quick fix solution नहीं है. ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है हमारा I feel कि हमारी जो पूरी civilization है वो actually एक patriarchal base पे structured है ना.
Absolutely.
Like human society begins with the exchange of women amongst the kins.
Okay,
जब like
yeah.
वन मानुष के time से, right? So that's what our civilization is based on. So our whole notion of family actually is one जिसमें father is the head of the
Yeah,
family.
he's the head of the family, he's the breadwinner,
Yeah, he's the
kind
breadwinner,
of-
and that's the
absolutely.
control, and the lineage is passed on from the male, which is fine. That's how we've evolved.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to be conscious of it, and I always feel in a sort of, it's kind of sad almost कि सारे जो isms है ना जैसे racism के खिलाफ लड़ाई या class inequality के खिलाफ जो लड़ाई है या इंडिया में जो आज़ादी की लड़ाई थी, ये सारे ना थोड़े easy थे क्योंकि जो दुश्मन था वो कोई बाहर आइडेंटिफाइबल इंसान था, या तो ब्रिटिश था या जो वाइट सुप्रीमेसिस्ट थे या जो लैंडलॉर्ड था, जमींदार था. फेमिनिज्म की जो लड़ाई है ना वो इट्स आपके जो नॉट दुश्मन बट आप यू हैव टू फाइट द पीपल यू लव द मोस्ट,
yeah,
योर फादर, योर ब्रदर, योर बॉयफ्रेंड, योर हस्बैंड. दैट्स द फर्स्ट that's our first experience of patriarchy, right, within the family, and sometimes we don't realize it, and वो भी realize नहीं करते. Very like पापा घर आएंगे तो हमेशा कि मम्मी लड़की को बोलेगी बेटा पानी दो, पापा को
चाय बनाओ.
कितने लड़के बनाते हैं. मेरे भाई मतलब दो मेरे घर में मैंने भी कुछ काम नहीं किया कभी, so ऐसे
आप भी पैर ऊपर करके बैठ गई थी.
but it is a thing, right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
So I always feel कि feminism में इसलिए ज़्यादा time लगेगा, because as women हमें लगता है कि यार
So
we
it will
love
take
these
time.
people.
There's no
I feel
immediate quick fix or solution.
I don't think so, but I think things are changing,
Changing.
right? I think कि women अपने आप को अब express कर रही हैं, अपने हकों के लिए खड़ी हो रही हैं.
But talking about, these masala kind of films, which, people enjoy it, but should we be looking at it from a more responsible angle, the kind of parts that, women are playing in it?
I think so. I think कि aware होना ज़रूरी होता है. I always feel कि यार films कहानी है.
Yeah.
वो नारा नहीं है, वो एक मैनिफेस्टो नहीं है पॉलिटिकल पार्टी या किसी मूवमेंट का, वो कोई टेक्स्ट बुक का चैप्टर नहीं है फेमिनिज्म पर या किसी भी और इज्म पर, वो एक कहानी है. सो दैट व्हाटएवर यू आर शोइंग, उसका जो the drive, the emotionality has to be correct.
Yeah.
But still I think it's good to be aware, and I feel कि it's a learning process, because मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा ये realize हुआ था रांझना में, because Ranjana and Bindiya was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
And I really liked that film, and my boyfriend had written it, and then when it came out, it got banned by feminists for glorifying stalking. कि आपने stalking को and छेड़छाड़ को एक खास किस्म को cute बना के दिखाया. And मेरे को बहुत दिन तक लगता रहा कि नहीं यार, that's not true. हमारी ये हमारी मंशा नहीं थी, हमारा intention नहीं था. But then I think as time passed, I was like, actually maybe yes. There is an element of because वो कहानी इतनी धनुष के कैरेक्टर के पर्सपेक्टिव से है. So I think it is a learning process, and I think कि instead of often times हम लोग offend हो जाते हैं जब कोई आपको बोलता है कि यार आपने ऐसा क्यों दिखाया ये. So I feel कि यार offend मत दो, उनकी बात सुन लो.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
keep it in mind.
Like Jab We Met is one of my most favorite films,
and
I
it's
think
a commercial film.
It's a commercial film, and I think it kind of it in a very unsaid sort of way. Jab We Met and Queen, these two films I feel they changed the heroine, and like in such a silent sort of way, and for me they're both in different ways feminist, like I mean,
of course,
these are big tags, but in some small way they actually are, very liberating.
It was
films.
a start actually, Jab We Met, and then Queen followed.
And then
suit.
Queen followed,
So it was, absolutely. Swara, there are a lot of women who protect patriarchy too, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm sure we've all been trolled by them. So what is your opinion on that?
I mean, I think that, actually there is not that much difference between मर्द कैसे सोचते हैं औरतें कैसे सोचती हैं, बिकॉज हम हैं तो एक ही कल्चर और एक ही समाज का हिस्सा. तो अगर एक सर्टन थॉट प्रोसेस है या एक सर्टन सिस्टम है तो उसमें तो हम दोनों इक्वली शामिल हैं. एंड आई नो इट्स वेरी चीजी लाइन, वो कहते हैं ना औरत ही औरत की सबसे बड़ी दुश्मन है, बट इन सम सेंस द फैक्ट इज दैट विमेन आर द पिलर्स ऑफ पेट्रियार्की ना, बिकॉज इन नॉट I mean, in the sense that अगर like I mean it's easier said than done, but अगर औरतें नहीं accept करती तो ये inequality होता ही नहीं, right? And of course then we have to go back to the debate कि उनके पास power ही नहीं थी, choice ही नहीं था accept करें या ना करें, etc., which is fine. But I think that definitely, and I actually experienced the trolling by the women most when twice. एक बार जब मैंने वो open letter लिखा where I had a problem with that Johar scene. In
Padmavat,
and usme, because I used a certain word describing a body part, which I feel is very natural. It's,
I mean,
a woman talking about her body. उस खास शब्द का इस्तेमाल के इस्तेमाल से बहुत सारी औरतों को बहुत दिक्कत हुई. And I was like, इसमें but इसमें क्या problem है? ये हमारा शरीर है, तुम्हारे पास भी है, मेरे पास भी है. Like, what's the big deal? So I think that होता है. But I feel कि I mean, ठीक है यार. I think ultimately for me,
how to deal with
feminism is about कि यार every women should have the choice to make the
and
decisions
men and women
they
should
want.
be equal.
And men and women should be equal. And I've always felt कि feminism men को भी liberate करता है.
Absolutely.
Because patriarchy, we don't realize men पे भी बहुत बोझ डालती है.
a lot of pressure on them.
ऐसा क्यों है कि लड़कों की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है कि यार नौकरी चाहिए, घर पैसे भेजने हैं, माँ बाप के लिए घर बनाना है,
बच्चों को स्कूल भेजना है, all that pressure.
It's so sad. Even in my own house, which is a fairly liberal house and liberated, and my parents have been very conscious, progressive people. मुझे सालों साल तक कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता था कि मम्मी पापा के लिए घर बनाना है. And my brother had this tension since he was like 15 years old.
And that's exactly what my next question is, which is how tough is it to call out patriarchy in your own home when you see it happening?
Yeah, I mean, I think that ऑफ कोर्स इट्स टफ, राइट? क्योंकि सबसे मुश्किल चीज़ होती है खुद से सवाल उठाना या खुद पर सवाल उठाना, और आपके इर्द गिर्द जो लोग हैं जिनसे आप प्यार करते हैं,
your brother, like you said,
या उन पे सवाल उठाना.
Hey guys, आपको मुझे कोई भी बात बोलनी हो तो leave a comment below. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to hit subscribe.